And hi there, Sarah Tooke here, and welcome to another episode of Trainer Tip of the Week. So this week I'm actually vacationing back home in Amherst, Nova Scotia. I'm visiting my parents, so I'm going to be playing a lot of golf. So I thought for the Trainer Tip of the Week, I would show you what I do for my warm-up. I don't post a lot of workout stuff specifically for golf, but I am a Titleist Performance Institute Level 3 fitness professional. So I do know a little bit about golf fitness. So I'm going to show you the moves that I do for the specific things that I'm working on with my golf swing, and I'll talk about why I'm doing these moves, just so, you know, in case you don't have these issues, then these aren't necessarily moves that you should incorporate into your warm-up. But if you struggle with some of the same issues that I do, then it would be really beneficial for you to add it. So I hope you enjoy.
So this first one is probably one of my favorites. It's called the Egyptian. So why I like it is we're doing multiple things at the same time. So if you're short on time, it's great. So in the upper body, I'm working on shoulder external and internal rotation. So this is really important to help maintain golf posture throughout your swing. In the lower body, I'm working on external and internal rotation in the hips. So this is really important because if you're lacking in that area, you're more likely you're going to sway or slide in your golf swing. So the only way to be consistent with your swings would be then to shorten your golf swing. Now this next one is another one to work on shoulder mobility. It's called shoulder dislocations. So you keep your shoulders down away from your ears and your arms nice and straight. I like to use a driver. If this is too tough to do, you don't have quite that much mobility, I recommend having a dowel in your golf bag that you could use. As well, you could do really big arm circles as well, which would mimic the same type of move. Just make sure if you're doing arm circles, don't go too quick, go nice and slow. This next one is the standing prayer. So this is really great to work on thoracic extension. So if you're hunched over in your upper body, this is going to help alleviate that, get you into a better posture in your upper body. It also works on hinge hip ability. So as you notice, as I tip over, I'm not rounding over in the back, I'm hinging at my hip. As well, it's a great one to loosen up your hamstring. So if you're tight in those hamstrings, I recommend this one as well. I like to pause for a second at the bottom, but this isn't static stretching, so don't stay in the bottom position for more than a second or two. So to warm up my lower body, one thing I like to do is knee circles. So make sure you keep your heels flat on the ground and you do as big of circles as you can going each way. The next one, again, continuing on with lower body, now getting more into the hips, is hip circles. So keep yourself relaxed at your knees and make as big of a circle as you can with your hips. Now, with all these moves, I recommend doing for 8 to 10 reps or doing for 30 to 60 seconds. Now, this next one, the A-frame stretch, this is really great to work on your thoracic rotation. So if you're not able to rotate through the middle of your back very much, it's going to limit the length of your swing. It also could affect your ability to stay in golf posture. You put your elbow and hand in between your legs just so that you keep your lower body nice and still. So you make sure you're just focusing on that thoracic rotation. Now, this last one is really just to help with the sequence of my downswing. So as you do your downswing, you're supposed to lead with your hips. So a lot of times I tend to overtop it. So I love this one to help with that sequencing. So this is what I do. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next episode of Trainer Tip of the Week.